Hey, good morning. Happy Thursday. Good morning. Oh, is it Friday? Happy Friday. I'm a day behind. Oh my goodness. Hey, I'm gonna wait just a few minutes. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Excuse me. I have not had my first cup of coffee yet. So anybody that knows me knows that that is an absolute no. I have not had that cup of coffee yet. And as soon as I get off of this live, that is the first place that I am going is to get me a cup of coffee. I've had a busy morning, and so many things going on, so many things. Um, that are happening. So, as you come on, go ahead and just say hello to me. Let me know that you're here. Chat with me a little bit, and then we're going to get started. I titled this "Closed Mouths Don't Get Fed." And I've heard this all my life, right? My family, I think, is they are prime at one-liners, and I could tell you so many different one-liners and phrases and different things that I've heard throughout my life from my family. But as I was reflecting today, one of the things that I heard was "Closed mouths don't get fed." And I started really thinking about that. And I'm not doing what I did the other day. I was acting unseemly. I was in a fit the other day. So I'm going to try and control myself and maintain my dignity today. And I'm not going to preach at you or talk at you. And I do apologize. But my goal is always to make sure you have what you need to move forward, that you have what you need to build and to grow. See, it's not just a matter of building something, because we can build something, but if it's not on a solid foundation, it won't last. And so what I find is, even when I look through the statistics, when I review all of the things that it says about small businesses, about vision, about dreams, all of this stuff, what I realize, and the truth of the matter is that the statistics say that when you begin to build, you have a very difficult, and the chances are extremely high that what you build will be sustainable. And so sometimes people don't realize that my passion resonates from a standpoint that when you build, I want you to build with the right stuff. I want you to build with a foundation that is solid, with foundational principles. Is my microphone on? With foundational principles that'll absolutely help you transcend to the next level, so that you're not just building something that's here today and gone tomorrow, but you're truly building an arm, an engine, right? You are building something that gives you the propensity to then create the legacy wealth that you desire, right? And that you are understanding that in many cases, there are many facets and functions of what that will look like. There's streams of what that will look like. But some of us have to get perfected in the stream that speaks to who we are. And once we get perfected in that stream, let me give you an example. Yes, I'm an investor. Yes, I own homes, right? But I didn't start off owning homes. That wasn't my first thing. My first thing was human resources. And then from there, the edible arrangements, right? That was my first thing. And then as I was able to build multiple six-figure businesses, then I was able then to have the funds to invest then into my properties and the different things that I want to do and desire to do. So I want to encourage you to understand the importance of what you are building and building with that foundation. Here's the other thing, is that we realize that we are in a divine season of acceleration, right? We're in a divine season of expansion. So what most people, or what a lot of people will attempt to do now, is build fast. I want to build fast. I gotta tap it while it's hot. And yes, you do need to tap. I told you these one-liners. Listen, you do need to tap it while it's hot. But let me be clear, building fast and building, if you're still not building with the right stuff and with the foundation now that can support what you desire long term, then building fast serves you no purpose either, right? So I don't want you to say, I got to get out here and I got to get it, and I got to get it fast. One of the things that really dear friend of mine, he's a multimillionaire over and over again. And we were having a conversation at the beginning of the year. And I've been talking about blueprint and blueprint and blueprint. And he called me and he said, Michelle, he said, what you are building, you need to build it like the way you see it. Don't build it based on what you have today or where it is today. Build it on the vision for it that you have for it. And as we begin to talk about what that looked like and the pieces that needed to be put in place and the components that needed to be there, it began to resonate with me, right? That when you are building, you want to make sure you are building so that it will last, right? I love. People when they don't like going to movies with me because I'm like, oh, I hear God. I see. But some of the commercials, some of the things that I hear in movies, right? It resonates in me. And we know that Ford, right? Ford truck says they are built to last. There's something about what they do and the processing that they put in place that makes the Ford truck now, excuse me, built to last, right? That's what you want your business to look like. You want it to be a model with systems that is built to last. And so what happens is so many people rush through the process. They want to get stuff out. They want to immediately make money. And I get it, because when you've got an investment in place, you want an ROI, right? Nobody out here in these entrepreneur streets doing stuff and not looking. Listen, you're not an entrepreneur if you ain't looking for a return on your investment. And so I get that, right? We want to get to the money. We want to find where the money resides. I get that. I'm with you on that, right? Show me where the money resides, y'all. But listen, I can tap in to where the money resides today, but I need to be able to understand that it's more about what I have that will always get me and have me in a place that wherever oh my God, see y'all, let me calm down. That wherever I am, because of what I've built, that's where the money resides. See, y'all will have to understand then that the importance then is understanding what are you building, because it doesn't matter. I've changed industries, right? But because I know how to build to last with systems in place, where I am is where the money resides. And so you have to then understand that when you are building something and building something to last, that you are then giving yourself an opportunity to create sustainability. So now let me say, even as he said that didn't change my sense of urgency. I kept the same urgency. But with that same urgency, I made sure that I wasn't shortcutting my way through, that I was, okay, if I'm about to have an X amount of business, right? What's the best bank then for me to be at? What's the best resources? Who do I need to tap into? How then, if I know that I need to have this with a trust attached to it that also feeds into it, how does that look like from a legal structure? Yeah. See, I went up a little higher. I apologize. Let me go. My point is that you need to build based on where you know you are going. Don't take the shortcuts. Don't take the quick road. Build your systems so that they are sustainable, because the number one reason why people are failing is, number one, their systems are not sustainable. Their back-end operations are challenged, right? You've got to have systems in place that help you move through. The other thing that the reason why people don't succeed is they build with just themselves. Like, I got to do it all. You cannot come into building something to last with the mentality that it's all on me. I got to be able to do it. No, you have to be able to then build duplicatable systems. Duplicatable systems that anybody can look at, take it, run, and grow. That's the franchise model, right? That's my language, is when we start talking about duplicatable systems, right? It's the franchise model. Is when we're talking about, why was Edible Arrangement so popular? Why has it grown? Right? Because Tariq built it with duplicatable systems. He built it with a system in place that wasn't based on personality. Ooh. See, sometimes people are building things, but it's personality driven. Right? If that person ain't, or if this person ain't, or if that person ain't, then it won't flow. You cannot build systems that are sustainable, that are personality driven. With that said, I'm getting all off topic. This ain't what I came in here for. I'm getting all off topic. Let me bring it back in. I'm sorry. I done got y'all off topic. Here's what I want to say to you today. Let me go back. Closed mouths don't get fed. You are in now a unique period and moment for your business, for you, for what you need, for what you desire. What I found, especially for my faith-based folks, okay? For my faith-based folks, I found that what we do is we confuse the words humility and humbleness. There's a confusion that is going on around what is that and what does it look like. So what I find then is that people are truly afraid, not really afraid, because in their minds, they're being humble. They're displaying humility by not opening up their mouth and being clear about what they desire. So when I think about closed mouths don't get fed, my question is, are you clearly, and here's the other part of that before I move to that. Here's the other part of that. When you don't put what you desire in the universe, then it can't be returned back to you. Right? So many people, and I'm not saying that you're opening up your mouth to everybody and everything, because sometimes what happens is we talk a whole lot to people who don't have the inclination, ain't thinking jack about you, about what we want to do, but we won't talk enough to the ones that can. We won't say enough in our prayer time. How many of you are truly, well, let me ask this. I just want to ask it this way. How many of you are okay with saying out of your mouth how much revenue you want to earn? How many of you are okay saying out of your mouth how many customers you want? How many of you are okay saying out of your mouth? See, let me tell you, some of you are not even comfortable saying it in your private prayer and devotional time. So if you're not comfortable in that time, then you're not ready to receive it. Closed mouths don't get fed. I want you to exercise this week and over this weekend the greatest weapon that you have and the greatest precursor to your success. It's opening up your mouth and confessing what you believe, confessing and stating what you desire, being okay with what those desires. See, sometimes what happens is God will show us some things in our private areas, in our private place, and we'll receive it. Thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you. We'll never come into agreement with that thing. We'll never come into agreement. But I'm reminded, here I go. See, I'm trying to just keep it business. I'm reminded of just this book that I love to read that simply says that where two or three, I'm reminded of the power of agreement. I'm reminded now that if I could put myself in agreement with what has been spoken over my life, that I then give myself the opportunity then to increase my capacity so that I'm building and building to last. See, some of us, because we haven't even put ourselves in agreement with the vision and the purpose, then we have not expanded the capacity because we're not in agreement with. We don't believe. We just are simply not at a place where we are ready to believe that this thing is for us. I want to encourage you to put your mouth on it in a way that you are putting yourself in agreement with what God says about you and your business so that you can increase your capacity and then go build it so that it will last. Ooh, did y'all hear them dots connect right there? Let me say that again because that was so good to me. I want you to get to a place that you put your mouth speaking so that you then place yourself in a place of agreement with the mandate, the purpose that is on you for your business, right? So now I'm agreeing with the mandate. As I agree with the mandate, then what I'm doing, right, is I'm increasing my own capacity. And as I'm increasing my own capacity, that allows me the freedom then to go build it and build it to last. See, I will never be able to build something that I haven't fathomed in my mind. So the challenge now is that I can now speak it because my mouth is I'm no longer mute. I'm no longer diminishing myself. I'm no longer saying I don't deserve this. I'm no longer saying, who, me, God? I'm no longer saying that I'm not worthy. I'm no longer saying that this is not, I'm no longer putting myself in agreement with the negative stuff. I am now agreeing with the purposed stuff. And so now as I'm agreeing with the purpose stuff, with the thing that, listen, I'm talking about that thing that you've seen about your business that is literally blowing your mind. I'm talking about the growth that you have seen. I'm talking about the areas. I'm talking about the regions. I'm talking about the multiple offices in multiple cities. See, some of you haven't agreed with that vision. And so because you haven't agreed with the vision, you can't have the capacity to stretch to something that you haven't put yourself in agreement. I got to get off of here. That you haven't put yourself in agreement with. So when you begin to agree, then out of your mouth, open up your mouth. When you begin to agree, then, right, you then increase in capacity, which gives you then what you need to build to last. And this is an evolving thing. Right? This doesn't mean you do it one time. This means that what are your affirmations, right? That you are getting up every day, putting yourself in agreement with the vision, the plan, the purpose, right? That God has for your dream, for your business, that every single day you are speaking that thing out of your mouth. You are saying that thing. You are putting yourself in agreement with it every day. And as you put yourself in agreement with it every day, then every day when you sit down in front of your computer, when you sit down or when you go and when you create or when you write or when you draw or when you speak or when you do whatever it is that you are doing, because you started your day in agreement, you then started your day with increased capacity. So now as you sit down, you've given yourself permission to produce and to produce at a high level. Did I help somebody today? See, when you don't agree with the level, then what you keep doing is shrinking yourself. You then diminish your ability to creatively show up on behalf of your own self. So I love when people say, show up for your own rescue. Okay, that's great. But now let me tell you how. It starts with the power of agreement. See, I can't show up for a rescue that I don't believe in and that I'm not in agreement with because I don't feel like I'm worthy, because I don't feel like I'm good enough, because I don't feel like XYZ, you fill in the blank, right? But when I begin to believe and I put my mouth in agreement with that belief, I can then show up because my capacity has increased. And I'm looking for my rescue. I'm on a hunt for my rescue. I'm searching for my rescue. I'm looking, actively seeking, what is that? What is it? Where's the capacity? How am I expanding? Where do I grow? I'm on a search for it then. And I'm allowing then the creativity to flow so that I can then expand my own processes, my own systems, my own whatever, to create and to build and build to last. And when I begin to do that, I uniquely expect, thank you, Miss Hatchett, I uniquely put myself in a place of expectation every single day. I immediately put myself in a place of expectation every single day. I immediately put myself in a place of expectation every single day. I immediately put myself in an area of expectation every single day, because I realize that what I'm building, it's going to be built to last. I love y'all. Y'all are the world to me. Thank you so much. If this video means anything to you, share it, because somebody else needs to know the power of opening their mouth so that they can put themselves in agreement to expand their capacity and go build it so that they build it to last. Whew. Come on, Arian. That was good to me, my dear. My goodness. I am telling you, I could have a fit all up over here. That was good to me. That was good to me. And I hope it was equally good to you. I am telling you that you are entering this season, but you got to open your mouth. You got to say what you desire. And let me say this. Once you say what you desire, even if it's two people, two individuals, relationships, right? You got to know what you want. I'm walking in now situations where I'm clear about what I want. I ain't confused. You got to know what you want. And if they aren't willing, or if they're not, then be willing to dust your feet and walk on back out. I am not in this age and stage settling for anything that doesn't speak to the woman, to the executive, to the mogul, to the influencer, and to the powerful woman of God that I am. It's got to be all encompassing. I love y'all madly. I got a conference that I got to be on. And so I got to dip up out of this and go go do what I do for the day. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. And I will chat with you later. Whew, listen, y'all have blessed me. Yes, Rosalind. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bridget. Period. Yes, 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 yes. Know your worth and know who you are. Y'all, I am telling you, the tides have turned. And you got to know that so that you increase in your capacity. Many of you, you don't have an issue. You got a mindset issue. And if you could overcome those issues in your mind, you will be so ready. You're welcome, Miss McCoy. All right, y'all. Be blessed. Talk to y'all later.